Right, now let's see about discussion. They given, okay, students A, B, C, D, E, F are the 6 students. What's the points they got? A number of activities they mentioned. Now question is regarding what is the average value correcting to 2 decimals. Correcting to 2 decimals, what is the average value? Okay, number of activities per students. See, data interpretation in general, they ask average, percentages, ratio related questions only in general. Average, percentages, ratio related. As calculator alone, now we need to calculate average. Average number of activities for students. See, how many points on an average? First, you do sum of the points. What is the average is? Sum are total divided by number of so here average points for students they are asking calculate sum of all average, okay, that points divided by number of activities, a number of students they are asking per activity, okay, per number of activities for students, okay, we need to do sum of all this divided by this. Let's see what's the answer you got. At least 10 activities only, so we need to consider only this. Last three only we have to consider, not all last four only, because they said with at least 10 activities. Greater than or equal to 10 only we need to consider, not all. Last, okay, four only we need to consider. Do average of that. So calculator alone, okay, don't waste time. 152, we have 124, 128, 136. It seems 540. 27, 37, 51. We got 10.59. Okay, there is maybe one more option. Here I given only up to C. Okay, as you people know, we don't get questions directly from them. I got only three options which is visible. But if you work on it, we got average is 540 divided by 51, which is 10.59 approximated to that. That's not there in the options, but I think it may be two more options there. It may be one among them, 10.5. We have to take only for greater than 10 activities. If you do sum of divided by total, you may get one of the options, but it's not that approach. They say minimum 10 activities required. Adding this, we'll get 540, and adding below will give 51. They said at least means 10 is allowed. Greater than or equal to at least means. Don't take only for middle case. Some people may be in a wrong perception. That option also available. If you take only for 12, 15, 14, that option also they'll keep. If you don't see that word at least 10 activities, you did for all 6 activities, including 8 and 9, that option also they'll keep. So we need to be worried with what the question to be, especially last line. Every question, okay, please be alert, see the last line what they're asking. Maybe in time and earth also we solve some questions. They said half of the activity. We may calculate for full work, half of the work. We may calculate for full distance, they said 2 by 3rd of distance. Some change will be there in the last line. So please be alert with that change. Next one, we have a table regarding boys and girls fine. Now regarding this, what they're asking, what percent is the total number of girls is less than the total number of boys? Percentage less than. This is comparison. Okay, percentage less than. Girls is what percentage less than the boys? So what is the total girl strength? Boy strength. Girls compared with boys. So the difference between those two divided by boys or girls, which should come in the denominator. We are comparing with the boys. After than, what is there here? Boys. After than word, what will come? That's what comparison. We discussed in percentages also, right? More than, less than, taller than, shorter than. When there is a comparison, after than whatever comes, that will come to the denominator. Here, boys will be in denominator, not girls. So, what is the total number of boys? 7. 100 exactly. Okay, girls 533. So we have 167 less with respect to boys only. Denominator should be boys. So your girls are compared with boys. If suppose boys is how much more than percentage more than girls means. Okay, I have to take 167, but denominator will be girls will come. Boys comparing with girls or girls comparing with boys, or a simple thing after than you can see boys are there, so that should come into denominator. Simple criteria also that. So it's like 167 divided by 7, which will be 23 point something. So we can go approximately with that. Okay, so 2 times we got 14, still 37 is there, 47 is there. I think we got more than that. No, 23.85. Okay, we need 24, but not in the options. But is there any other condition? We'll see. Okay, there is a condition. E is missing in that table. In our table, E is missing. No, not condition. That's what we don't get the data exact what is there. Maybe that column we didn't get screenshot. But no issues with that A B C D. This is what E involved. That will be a procedure we need to be worried about. Okay, there is something E missing here. That E is not there. So we can say like A, B, C, and D. Let's stop for that. Okay. They said 5 schools C, but we have data regarding only 4 schools. Fine, next one. So, but we got the approach. Okay, how to go ahead. Fine. That's why the option is not there. 23.85 is not there. Now let's see about this question. Revenue of a company ABC regarding 4 products PQRS in 6 years is given. Okay. Now we'll see there is a lot of data, but generally what you have to do require data. When they ask about 2016 or 17, they'll ask only one thing. Averagements will take all, but see what they're asking. Q in 2015 and 2018 from the sale of product in 2015 is approximately what percentage less than they see. You take that and this one separately. Now percentage less than. So this first one should be compared with the second group. Second group is P in 2014 and 17. So P in 2014 is 168, 2017 is 192, R in 2013 is 183, R in 2014 is, so this value is how much? Okay, first one will be definitely less than, so you have to check. This is 168 plus 192, 360 plus 720 is what this one. Okay. Q in 2015 and S in 2015. Q in 2015 is 176. Q in 2018, 184. I think this is 360 plus 192 will give 552. 552 is obviously less than 720 only. So percentage less than means how to calculate. 552 to 720 with compared to 720 only. After that you have this word. So 148 divided by 720 into 100. What do you got? Which is 68. No, answer is different. 20. Difference is 168. Thank you. I taken for 700 only. Okay, that correction. Thanks for the correction. 168 divided by 720. 23.3. Okay. This question, previous question, bit similar, but they're asking boys enter, girls enter, but here they're asking particular. There are 4 products, they are particular in that products. Among 6 years, they take only particular years only, not all. So this is how they are asking in data and relation. One related to average, first one. Next two questions related to percentages, right? Then ask related to ratio as well. Let's see about the next one. Now here, see now they're asking ratio. Ratio of average percentage of X in A, comma B to that of Y, Z combined in C and D. Okay. Average percentage of X in A, D in Y comma Z combined in C and D. Okay. So average percentage of X in A comma B, that one. Then Y and Z in C and D, that one you need to calculate. Averages only. Average. Average of X in A and B. Here, YZ combined in C and D. Y and Z combined Y in C and D, Z in C and D. Okay, that we need to come. Average. Above average, below average, then we have to make ratio for that. So average of X in A and B is nothing but 78 plus 85 divide by 2. That's first term. Complete. Average of, okay, X in A and B. Fine. Whereas next one, Y comma Z combined in C and D. So I think we can take all those values divided by 4 directly or divide by 2 separately. Combined, they said, I think we can go ahead with all those directly. 64 plus 73 plus 81 plus 75 divide by 4, we'll check. Here it is 163. Here 64 and we have 137, 80, 166. 137 plus 156. You got 293. Divide by 2, right? So ratio should not be with a fraction. We need integer only. We have to multiply by 2. Then 323 and 290. 326 and 290. You check this once. Okay. They said average only. They here and there both have. That's a continuation statement. Average of X in A and B. That average value. Okay. Where we need Y and Z combined in C and D average with respect to average of those. So here average ratio both covered. Okay. This question average is there, ratio is there, both covered. So we got option B 326 and 293. Ratio average percentage is what they're asking data manipulation. We have to collect the data and we have to perform some calculations. This is what we need to do. I agree. Okay, one of the previous question. Okay, there is some extra data required, but you try to find the approach. Is it fit or not? Okay, this is regarding 5 schools, but we are discussing only regarding 4 schools here. Agreed. Okay, but the approach you please follow. See the next question. This is actually average rainfall. The session is recorded, so no need to copy the question. Please work on what way we can solve it. And be clear with the question what they are asking. We may be tempted to calculate ratio of average rainfall for the months having 3-figure data. To the rest means this one. This one average is what? 44 plus 56 by 250. Okay. Or actually, that is actually average, right? Why we need to calculate average? Let's check that also. What is the first line of the question? Is the data average rainfall or normal value? Average. Again, they're asking average for that? No. Average rainfall for the months with 3-figure data with respect to, we need to calculate summation only. No need to do average because that's already average value, right? The data available in the table is already average value only. Average rainfall of 3 months. Or whether you have to calculate average or not, you let me know. For the data, we have to calculate average. Three-figure data with respect to rest. Average rainfall, that's already average rainfall only. Here they clearly mentioned this data is already average rainfall. So rest of that is 100. Remaining three-figure data as virtual calculator allowed, you can use it. This is anyhow 380, 480. This together will be 600 and 154. I hope you got 1234. Is it 1234 or any other value? Remaining all. Yes? 1584. Where I did wrong is 480, correct? This one 600. Correct. 1584. Okay. The 1584 along with this. So now 425 times. This is 4. 3 times and we have 38 means 9. 6. 396. No option. If we take average means then okay. They divide by 2, here divide by 6 will come. Then we'll check. If we do average for this means here divide by 6 extra, here divide by 2 extra. 3 130 2 times. But in question where they mentioned ratio of the average for the average rainfall, they have to mention actually. Because that's already average rainfall. We have to mention at least to calculate average rainfall in a city during the months. Okay. Fine. That we can consider here. This question, thinking a broad side, in a month, one day there is different rainfall. That okay, data March 44 is nothing but in that month average value. In March month, we don't expect every day same rainfall. Different rainfall. Some days there is no rainfall also. The average is 44. Now average for the month they are asking. Average in a month is 44, 56 individually. Now they are asking average rainfall for the months. Those months rainfall whatever is there, for that we have to do average. That makes sense. Okay, that value individually, March 44 means in that month, during that month, what is the average? Now we have to calculate the average for the months. So sum divided by number of, if we calculate, we'll get 132 and 25. Next one, like this, they'll give bar graph also. So far, we solve the questions most of it related to table. They give a table. That's all actually table. We kept in this way, but this is a table. 2 rows and 8 columns like that. We have a table that is. Now, here, English and Maths, 100 marks is the out of marks. Okay, 4 monthly test exams is this. Out of 100, how much score English and Maths in last 4 months? Okay, monthly test. Now you have to calculate in which month the difference of marks scored in the 2 subjects is highest. It's very simple question. Maybe we can expect in basic round or foundation round. Which month difference is maximum? February. Simple. Answer is February. They're not asking percentage and all. They didn't mention anything percentage. Difference of marks scored is between the 2 subjects is highest. Difference is highest. One may be more than the other, but that gap is more in February. In February, we have 20 gap. Okay, here only 15 gap. Here also 15 gap. Here 10 gap. So not happy. So this is the month which is having highest difference between the marks. Whether okay, they may add some conditions sometimes. The maximum difference, but English should be more than maths, or maths should be more than English. Then we have to be worried. We have to check. This is the question where English more than maths, and difference is 20. Then ask you what is the difference between maximum difference between these two highest, but maths is more than English means maths more than English means January is there. Yeah, only January. Then I add like that also. Okay, then I add one more condition. Difference should be highest, but mass is more than English means than January. Right? So normally given answer is February. Difference is more in February. Then add conditions like that also. Now again, this is previously English and mass. Now same English and Hindi. Now question is how much percentage are the average marks in Hindi above that of the highest among the two in English. It's not like towns. Highest marks among the towns of in English. No, it's not like towns. It may be some spelling error. What is that? Four towns only. I think regarding towns. Okay. This is regarding four towns is there. A, B, C, D are four towns. Okay. Among that, highest marks among the two towns in English. How much percentage or the average marks in Hindi? First calculate average marks in Hindi. 60, 80, 70, again 70. Average will be 70 only. Average of Hindi is 70. Without calculating, actually average is equal distribution. Right side 70, 70 is that 60, 80. Among 80, if I give 10 to this guy, 70, 70, 70. All 70 means average 70 only. Okay. Or you do sum of divided by number of, that will also give 70 anyhow. Average of Hindi is 70. Now, okay, average marks in Hindi above that of the highest marks among the two towns in English. Among the towns in English, not two towns. So, highest among English is 60. Okay. Now, how much percentage? Correct up to two decimals are the average marks of Hindi above that of the highest among the marks in the among the towns in English. Highest is 60 only. Difference will be percentage is 70 out of 60 will give more. Okay. 60 out of 70 is a different thing. 10 extra, okay. 10 divided by 60 will give 16.67. How much percentage more means then it's okay. How much percentage more than? They ask that more than. Then this is how much more? Hindi is 10 more than 60. Then by 10 by 60 into 100 will give 16.67. It will be like how much percentage more? Above also they mentioned, right? Percentage above means it's percentage comparison more than. How much percentage above? Percentage above, percentage more than only. Hindi is average value of Hindi is how much more than that of English. Comparison percentage there here above that of the English. It's percentage more than only. Percentage more than question, comparison question. It's 10 more with respect to after that above we have the value English, so we have to compare with English only. 10 out of 16 to 100, 16.67. Any doubt in this question, please let me know. Comparison, percentage comparison, because percentage there, here above then, above that of or above then English. Average in Hindi is above than in English. Okay, percentage above than or above that of. This is percentage more than comparison question only. We'll get 16.67. They involve averages, percentages, ratios in question. So almost these are the type of questions they asked. Next one. 4 consecutive months. Okay, in which month is the B is 40% more than that by A? In which month B is 40% more than? More than means can I write 140% or 40? 140. 140 means we can write like 140 by 100, 7 by 5. B is 7 by 5 times A, or A is 5 by 5 times this. So you just see A by B is 5 by 7, or B by A is 7 by 5. Which month is that? A by B 5 by 7. A is less than B. Yeah, which is this month. 5, 1, 50 and 70. Satisfied with the third month, which is August.